YouTube, what's going on? Welcome to another video. Today I want to ask you, why are you trading? Do you even know your why? Tell me what your why is. I'm curious. I know why I get up every day and why I face failure after 16 months of failure and counting. And I know why I get up every day and why I continue to face failure. I know why. Do you? Do you know why? Asking yourself why will save you months, years, even maybe decades of wasted time. Asking yourself why it is that you're making mistakes and why it is that you're not successful. And remembering your why will carry yourself through a bunch of trials and tribulations, depression, anxiety, failure, and overall self-doubt. Remembering your why will keep you, it will be your rock. It'll keep you steady and it'll keep you moving forward. And let me tell you why, asking yourself why in trading will help you improve and why you should do it. When you sit back and you ask yourself, why do I overtrade? Why don't I have patience? Why am I failing? You can dig deep enough to figure out the root cause onto why you're failing. So the whole word of this video should be why. Tattoo it at this point. Write it down on a whiteboard, on a sticky note, post it on your mirror. Get up every morning and ask yourself why. Because when you question, you find answers. When you find answers, you find solutions. When you find solutions, you find success. Pretty simple. The biggest thing that people don't do is ask why. Why is the biggest self-reflective question that you could ever have or ask. To go back to trading, why do people overtrade? Greed. Okay, why do people have greed? They want money quick. Why do they want money quick? Because that's what they were taught. That's what they tell themselves. But that's not where the true value is. Quick money is not real value. Or you might ask, why do I overtrade? Why am I hesitating? You're hesitating because you have fear. Why do you have fear? Fear of missing out on money. Okay, once you realize that the markets always present themselves with the opportunity to make money, why would you have fear? It's just a switch in mindset that you have. You go from fear-based thinking to abundance-based thinking. Like, okay, I might miss this setup, but another one might come. Compared to, look, this is a setup that I like. It's not looking the best, but for some reason I want to just take it because I might miss out on making money. I might miss out on making this big move or catching this big move. And then you end up screwing yourself because you rush into it. You take a setup that shouldn't be taken because you have fear. And once you deep dive enough, question why you're doing that, you figure out those issues all come from within. My biggest realization when it came to trading was, why am I oversizing and why am I trading with over 50% of my account? I would have 4 to 5 to 6 grand into my account, and my position sizes were like $3,000, $4,000 in options contracts. That's over 50% of my account. So when I would lose, I would borderline be blowing my account. But why was I doing that? Why was me, Cyrus, oversizing? I wanted money quick. I wanted to leave my job quick. I wanted to get rich quick. I wanted it quick. But quick isn't always good. What's strong and what's good takes a long time to build. And anything that comes easy is oftentimes not good for you. And that came from asking why. Why am I oversizing? And then, since then, I only trade with about 10% of my account. And my risk management is better. I'm not blowing my accounts as often. And it's helped me a lot. And I can accredit that to asking myself why. So stop for a minute and think a little bit. That's why journaling is very important. That's why all the great successful traders say journal, journal, journal. You go and you dive deeper and you start to figure it out, what you're doing wrong and why you're doing it. Then you could fix it. But the last part that I want to tell you and leave with you, and hopefully this inspires some strength or some change, is remembering your why when you get up and you're trading and you're failing year after year, month after month, days after days of making the same stupid, silly mistakes. Remember why you're doing it in the first place. Yes, it might be money. Yes, it might be fancy cars and nice watches and nice dinners. Who doesn't want that? But your soul yearns for more than just materialistic, tangible items. Your soul, at least my soul, yearns for peace, for freedom, to be bound by nothing and to be caged by nothing or no one or no circumstance. And that is why, after 16 to 18 months of just complete failure and counting in the stock market and day trading, I have not given up. Because I know why I started. Is because the life on the other side of this mountain is a life worth living. Freedom, peace, financial freedom. So remember your why and remember why you started. When in times of doubt, remember that. And it'll carry you through all the trials and tribulations that life may face or that trading may face. Both. That being said, be on the lookout for a Discord. I will be giving out call outs. I will be giving out my stock watch list. I will be building a community. And one day we can have a community walk like this, or, community dinners. A strong community that helps each other and that we push each other to grow, and we all get money and upgrade physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, all together. That is my vision and that's my dream. So be on the lookout for a Discord. I really would like to have a strong, like I said, tight community, and we do things and we have fun and we do stuff together. That being said, I'll see you guys on the next video. Stay tuned, man. I have no intentions of giving up. I've gone too far to give up. So I will crawl and I will claw my way to where it is that I want to be. I've always said that failure is not an option. So be in tune for more. I'll see you guys in the next one.